Brat talk. Lasting impression, leaving your mark.
Let me start off by asking you one question. How many of you ever thought about what people think of you when you leave someone? What your lasting impression is? How you leave your mark on that person? In our society, we are so obsessed, so focused on this first impression idea. What people think of us, what they want us to be like when we first walk in the room. Looking professional, sounding professional. But at the end of the day, what you're finally remembered for is your lasting impression. If you look at the greatest people throughout history, we don't remember them for what they first showed up and what they did initially. We remember how they left their mark on society, what their final thing was, how they lived and breathed what they thought. At the end of the day, these people did what they did because they had no expectations of any rewards. Their actions were both big and small. They did whatever they needed to do. They took risks. They didn't matter what it was to them. They took the risk regardless. At the end of the day, their actions spoke louder than the words, and that's how they continued on over and over.
Put yourself into the shoes of these Canadian leaders. Imagine a day in their life and what they would have experienced, felt, and saw. They allowed themselves to develop as people, and by doing this left a lasting impression on those around them. They knew first impressions were important, but that their last impression was what mattered. Now here's a real-life example of how something little made a difference.
After lots of preparation, plenty of late nights up, it's finally exam day. It's my last exam and I've got two things on the brain. Getting through this and then summer vacation. I get into the exam room and I'm ready to go until I find out I don't have a pen. I have that little split-second moment of panic, but then my neighbor tosses me a pen. To them, this was such a small thing. To me, it saved my day. To them, it was just a small deed, but forever I'll be grateful for them.
How are you leaving a lasting impression?
Volunteering. Spontaneous.
Caring. Friendship.
Approachable and lovable.
Being involved.
Being open and meeting new people.
Enthusiastic.
Making a difference.
Personality.
In order to leave your mark, we want you to remember these 4 things. You can leave a mark through both big and small actions. When you do something, don't have expectations of rewards. Just do it. Be adventurous and take risk. You never know the good that may come out of it. Your actions speak louder than words. Take initiative and show others how to leave a mark.
At the end of the day, we can talk and tell you how to leave a lasting impression, how you can leave your mark, but it's really up to you. You have to want it, you have to believe it, you have to move forward with your vision and find your vision without any expectations of rewards. You got to do it and move forward with it because you believe it's right and because you want to do it. All your actions have to be both big and small. No matter the repercussions, you got to do your action and live it day in, day out. No matter the risks either, you got to keep moving forward and you want to do it always. And remember, your actions speak louder than words. So you have to live what you preach. You have to believe it and other people will believe you. And at the end of the day, your first impression is important, but your last impression is what really matters. So how do you want to leave your mark? First impression. But what about when you walk away and you know what? Screw. Alright, let me start off by asking you all a question. Let me start off by asking you all a question. How often have any of you ever
Extracurricular.
Out of your comfort zone, you are taking a risk. Now think about a time. I don't know if I'm video. Oh.
You get into the exam room, all mind cleared, ready to write this late. You get to the exam, you go pull out your eraser, whatever, calculator.
get off the boat and just leave you behind? So that's why you always got to keep living what you.